Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So last week we were discussing this point, our primary duty and our secondary duty. And the example is given of the great personalities like Parikshit Maharaj and other personalities who never forgot their primary duty of life. They were engaged in so many other things, but they knew this is all secondary. And at the same time, Bhagavatam warns, because the fact is, nobody wants to work. Either spiritually or materially, nobody wants to the nature of the living. Kalyuga means particularly we are infected with tamoguna. We don't want to work, we want to throw away our life. And the sleep. And as if you will do something better. No, so the Bhagavatam is warning, now don't take advantage of the shloka and go to Vrindavan and do illicit activities. Correct? Or throw all responsibility in Vrindavan. And then, because you are not spiritually advanced, do simple activities. But that Bhagavatam is not recommended. Just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did take sannyas, but not for doing simple activities, for saving the whole world. Just giving an example. Srila Prabhupada also left his home at the age of 50 years. Again, to save the whole world. His heart was always filled with the consciousness of bringing Krishna consciousness to the mass of people. So, this Bhagavad Shloka is, in fact, Shukadeva Goswami speaks so many things in this spirit. He says that in the forest, is it that the caves are not there now to live while you are having any worry? Is it that there is no old clothes thrown here and there for people to wear? Is it that the rivers have become all dry now? Is that trees don't give any fruits? So completely he shows the spirit in which he lived. Shukadeva Goswami is not only speaking, he lived in that platform of renunciation. He was traveling all around the world without any concern for clothes or food or anything. Completely in samadhi of God. But what he is instructing here is like basically tight slabs on the materialistic mind of today. A person is just sucked into material comforts. He's sucked into material comforts. And he keeps making arrangement, subconsciously or consciously. Sometimes we are not aware, sometimes we are aware. He keeps making plans so that he can live comfortably in this world. Without, it is said, Nashra Prayasha Vadaresh Nitya Bhagavata Bhagavati Shloke Bhakti Gaudinesh Tadara Dastamamahava. Without knowing that actually some other program is important in his life. Not aware, is not at all aware that what is his primary task which he has at hand and how much he has to work for it. Instead of that, what happens? He gets lost into the how to keep his body comfortable. Proper is to laugh, either the comfortable position leave you or you will leave the comfortable position. There is no way he can be comfortable in this world. It is not possible. But what happens? Your whole life we keep planning. Parents also keep telling you, yeah, you work hard, get a lot of money, then you will be comfortable. Are you idiot, who will be comfortable in this world? This world is not for being comfortable. This world, nobody can be comfortable. So your primary duty, anybody, is that prepare yourself. Prepare yourself to meet death. That is the primary duty. We have to prepare ourselves and to help our dependents to prepare to meet death. So, but what do? Our own eating, sleeping, waiting, defending, take nice arrangement of that, and that is called selfishness and extended selfishness. Our own dependents also, eating, sleeping, we keep making plans for that, and this is what Shukadeva Goswami is actually slapping. Correct? Somebody was a cricketer, some famous bowler, Lady or somebody. He's saying, I was prepared to die on the cricket field. This man, how mad he is. What level of madness. Just like here, Shukadeva Goswami is saying that, at least when you are 50 years of age, he is saying even Prabhupada thinks purport, as soon as you can understand the urgency of Krishna consciousness, become serious. Why wait even for 50 years? But at least, because the notice of death is already there. There was a person and someone met God and he said that, you tell me when I am going to die. God said, okay. So this person, became old and then, so many, after that teeth started falling and, all the hairs fall off, all the wrinkles, you have seen old people. Mouth also becomes like doctors, they said we have seen an old lady, very old lady. Like that, face also becomes like that. And then suddenly death comes. So he complains, God, what is this? I told you to tell me when my death is coming. So God says, yes, I sent you notice. And so many times I sent you notice of death, but you cannot see. Old age started, that's the one notice of death. All the hairs are becoming white, there is another notice of death. And then, wrinkles on the body and teeth fall off. So many notices I sent you. They're all notice of death only. You understand? And then finally death. It is just like when you're leaving a job in a gentleman place, if you're working, 3 months before they give you notice. And then, they even send you before that, now you have to clear all your dues or something. It goes on, systems are there. So you are always constantly aware, now I'm going to leave this job. They make all things. Similarly, it's not the death, just before death, because that's the major, just like in a college also. What do? They have an exam coming, the chart is put up on the notice board. These are the dates, these are the timings. Exam is coming now, we become suddenly fearful. Then, we see the previous day to exam, what happens? The bench, our roll numbers are getting put. So we know exam is going to come now tomorrow. Sometimes the teachers also cover important questions or important sections, they revise. All that is going on. The exam is happening. Exam will come, but these all things are happening before that. Full preparation is there. So Krishna also is much better than any university. He knows. He has made the death exam very important. He has made it very important. Very, very important. Yam Yamma means at the time everything will be tested. It will be tested, everything. So before that, Krishna also there when old age comes, invalidity starts, you cannot even walk, we need one more stick. You can start practicing now. We will need one more stick. We will be not even able to see properly in the night particularly. Night they are not able to see. They cannot drive in the night time. Old people generally they avoid driving in the night time. And reflexes become so slow. Old age symptoms start off one by one. But people can't see that. People can't see. Notice is there already. Recently some cricketer is refusing to retire and he is getting old every time. So people have said that, see, old age has come now, reflexes are reduced. Better give it up, let youngsters take it up. No. You cannot. Prabhupada is joking particularly about politicians. Till the day of their death, they cannot leave their post. Why? Because we feel this is success of life. We discussed this point before. Because society, the success of life is to be honorable, to be respectable, to hold power, to hold money. This is the achievement of life. And that idiot does not know anything more than that. So why will he leave it? If you know the success of life is Ante Narayana Smriti, he will be waiting to leave the throne. As early as somebody can take. We have so many cases that there was a king, he went to the Brahma to complain that my son has gone to the forest. Swayambhuva He was the king, he was ruling very well, and then he wanted to hand over the throne to his son. But son has gone to the forest and he did not come back from there. He wants to take sannyas now. So he complains to Brahma, what should be done now? He is not like, this politician, at the end of life, they are about to die, they will not leave. And he went to Brahma, and Brahma intervened, and Brahma gave him a blessing. He said, don't worry, I bless you. You will not get entangled. bless you. You go back to the throne. Your father wants to retire. Quickly you practice spiritual life. You see that. How serious the whole culture was. How beautifully it was developed. That people were eager, as soon as possible, eager to quickly become serious and take up Krishna consciousness very seriously. In fact, we have the case of an example of Kardama Muni. In his home was Kapila Muni was born, a great sage. Lord himself is born at his home, but still at the age of 50 years he took retired from his life. The Bhagavatam discusses that at home God is there. Why is he going? To give an example. Even God is at home, become very serious about, it's something very personal. Nobody can do it for you. All of us have to do it very personally. Just like in a college, a friend can tell. Recently one student was terminated whom he knew. So I asked his friends, why did you tell him? Sir, how many times you can? Million times he told that, take care of your studies also. What kind of thing? He was so careful. So just like in a college, everybody has to study himself. Nobody can study for you. You have to take it your own. Example given in Bhagavatam is that of an aircraft. When it's flying in the air, it has to fly by its own strength. A bird is flying in the air, it has to fly by its own strength. Help can be given on the ground. We can give you some nice food. We can give you some example. But finally, when the aircraft is flying, you have to do it by your own strength, by your own skills. So similarly, at the same way, we also have to advance in Krishna consciousness by our own seriousness. Other person cannot do it for yourself. By your own seriousness, you have to advance. And Shukdev Goswami, what he can do, what more he can say. Sometimes Prabhupada used to also in desperation say, what more can I say? And after writing it, it's for you to take it. Or is there more to the say? Things are very clear actually. Krishna consciousness is not a phobia, it is not a luxury, it is a prime necessity, it is something primary for my life. Recently I was reading Prabhupada said 17 years to 30 years, the senses are very strong, particularly. From 30 years nowadays also we see hair starts becoming white, anybody. 17 to 30 is like the senses are very strong. You want to taste very nice thing. At this age, you give some delicacy, we get frightened at it. You cannot eat it. We start hankering for simple food as age advances. And at 50, 60 plus, we just want to have curd and rice. That's all. Nothing can be digested. We know that reality. But the senses are strong in a particular age. You want to taste nice things, you want to see beautiful things, you want to hear nice music. At our age, you give some loud music, we get headache. You can't hear, but at young age, that's a desire. We hear loud music to jump. You tell us to jump, no energy. That age is there. Children 10 times they'll jump up and down. But our age it is very difficult, to do all those things. As the age advances, these things become difficult. So at a particular age, the senses are very strong, and that is the time you have to be very careful not to get swept away into vices. It's true, it's not that as an old person cannot do vices. There is nothing like that. Everybody can. But when the senses are strong, there is more likely. Therefore, people sober as the age increases. Why? Even the senses become weaker. When the senses are strong, the urge is also strong. At that time, person is very difficult to control. And therefore, he has to be more worried not to do simple activities. As the age advantage, one advantage. Prabhupada says this is true. Even an old man has access to that. That's the example of Akbar and Birbal. Once what happened, Akbar said, old people have no sex to that. So Birbal said, no sir, it's not true. He said, I don't believe you. Today I don't believe you. You are wrong. Anyway, so then one day, I don't know whether this is a real story, so these are stories made by using Akbar Birbal there. But your Prabhupada used this story. So he said, So what happened once some old man was about to die. So people said, yes, please come, bring your young daughter. So Akbar said, okay, I'll bring. And he came to the house, so the old man saw Akbar and he saw old man. He was so happy that the king has come to this time of death. He was so grateful. But after that, his eyes were only on his daughter all the time. So Thakur could understand, yes. Even at the point death is coming, this man is still living in hallucinations and fantasies of sense gratification. These are all hallucinations and fantasies. The person does not come out of that. So his life is actually waste. So we should also understand, as the time is advancing, am I coming out of the fantasies and hallucinations of sense gratification, or still I am living in that dreamland? So the life is meant to actually come out of all this thing. And therefore, Bhagavatam is saying, become serious as the age advances. More the age, more the seriousness. The Vedic culture, therefore, there was so much respect for elder people because they were very serious about spirituality. You know? Well, sometimes they just say, Baal aise nahi sabet kiye, but the point is, they have not learned anything. There is no wisdom. Wisdom means a person has so many realized knowledge. It's so pleasant to hear because he has realized all those things. Just by hearing, I also feel detached from this world. That is how, as you grow in the age, these things should develop in us. So Shukdev Goswami is greatly warning us against this civilization today. Prabhupada said, one side people are more and more inclined to sense gratification today, demonic civilization, and the so-called scientists on the other side only support that instead of intelligent people trying to stop that foolishness. If that is intelligent person in society, you should stop all this. Right? Stop all this foolishness. But what they are doing, Prabhupada says they are not Brahmanas actually. Intelligent people means Brahmanas. They are actually Shudras. Kali Yuga there are no Brahmanas. And then what happens is that Prabhupada says then what they should do? Utilize. Prabhupada gives the example that people say, what if everybody becomes a Vaishnava? What will happen in the world? Prabhupada said, don't worry, it will not happen also. It will not happen. These Shudras will not give it up their work. Let them make nice mic, yeah, we buy and use. No hesitation, don't hesitate. Oh, let me use Bose mic, yeah. We cannot get, because sure, not Bose. We can get Bose, yes, yes. Let these Shudras make, we let us use it for Krishna. Yeah. They will do no other work. They were not interested in Krishna consciousness. They want to do all this work. Make a good speaker, make a good, yeah, let them make. And they make generally for sense gratification, that's a market. Or they make just for earning some money for their own simple activities. That's the life of a Shudra. Let him work, let him work. And then we can use this thing for service to Krishna. In fact, it's a wonder how Krishna has made them work to make so many things. If you want to spread Krishna consciousness today, day by day it is becoming more easy. If you look at that, day by day, the communication is becoming better. Correct? And so easy to send even a video file from one mobile, yes? Of a kirtan, an aarti, yes. Instead of sending so much garbage. So it is becoming, a vehicle is being made ready and the Shudras are being used for that. Shudras are being used to create a wonderful vehicle for us to spread Krishna consciousness all around the world. So many amenities which they are actually creating and which is mass is actually using for sense gratification. It's like Prabhupada time when the books came, Prabhupada became so excited how much he put energy in writing books. Material, no? Made by this Shudras only, all this paper, printing and all, not made by some sober people, made by crazy people. We use it to spread Krishna consciousness. That is intelligence. So we should use our life tools, but at the same time, because the world is full of all these crazy people, we should not take their association. We should be very careful. Not we become enchanted by their material paraphernalia. Oh, this person has got 60 lakh rupee cars. Oh, this person, let me also have 80 lakh. Let us not become attracted by all that garbage. But rather, we should think how I can save myself. Therefore, Bhogeshwari Prasaktanam Dayavrita. We should not become these things. External, waste. Let me not waste my human energy in these all things. Imitating this Shudras. And that's what Shukdev Goswami is warning. The Shudras have no knowledge. Shudra means only material. Shudra doesn't mean by birth. Shudra means by what? He means by his quality. In Bhagavad Gita also Krishna says, Anarya Dushta. When Arjuna forgot the principle that he is not the body, that he is the soul, not the body, Krishna said, what is Anarya Dushta? Because Prabhupada says only an animal thinks he is the body. Human beings should never think like that. We should be above this platform, limited. And a person who thinks he is the body, what he will do? He will only work for creating comforts of the body. Of this mad civilization which we are seeing around 99% people like us, we are living in that ocean of such crazy people. We should not become affected by it. We should be very careful. Therefore, association principles should strictly be followed. The sixth principle, we should be careful not to eat with them. We should be careful not to reveal our mind to them. And we should be careful in other exchanges with them. We are not interested in developing intimate friendship with them. Because we will not lift them, they will throw us down. That is the business of shoulders. Because that is their intelligence. Even in the colleges, what happened? One person become interested in Krishna consciousness after so much effort. Other friend hold him when he's coming for the next program. I remember myself. I was sitting at this devotees at camp and I was playing mridanga. I was fond of tabla. So when they were having kirtan, I was playing. No taste that time, but I was just so fascinated playing this instrument. But they were kirtan. They had these devotees had so much taste for kirtan. And hours we are enjoying it. And slowly, the taste means you share the taste. Something is there. The taste is coming. And my friends were searching for me where I was and they located me. I am sitting on the garden of the guest house where these devotees are there. And one of them took out his shirt outside the fence and he's making circle like this on the top of his cycle. Come out from this. What are you doing? Where you are there? Like that. And so basically these are the kind of people we have. So if you want to be, that's what happens to so many people. When they are thrown, particularly when you go to college, they're thrown among, an ocean of these people. And we are also in this world looking for name and fame. We are also crazy like them only. So then what happens to become acceptable towards them, we start throwing over Krishna consciousness. Because I will not be accepted by them. If I become serious in Krishna consciousness, I will lose all the karmic friends. That is the reality. In fact, that's what happened to all of us. When we become serious, we start losing our karmic friends. They run away from us. Array se to dur raho. When I started chanting, what does it happen? Isse to dur raho, isse to baat karna bekar. They used to, when I walk, they run away. What can be done? So we have to make a choice at a particular point that if you want to become serious in Krishna consciousness, to a certain extent we remain normal among crazy people. That's the most intelligent thing to do. But then, certain areas come, just like every weekend they will ask you for a party. You're not interested to go for this movies or party. And you become serious. So what to do then? At that time, they come to know these different kind of things start running and look at them. Therefore, what is my important business in my life? What I have taken birth for? Have I taken birth to become dog next life? That's the Prabhupada is warning. If you want to become so-called comfortable in this life, what is the destination next life? You're going to be thrown in some 80 lakh species. Even 4 lakh crop will not be available probably. That is also booked. You may go below something. So therefore, it is not our business. Just like in a college, suppose. Suppose all the friends are fully become degraded. Then what happens? A person understands, I have to pass exam here. These are not going to pass my exam. Correct? I have to pass exam, but I have come for it. Sometimes it happens. Students get busy in all this entertainment, and sometimes, after some quizzes and all, people wake up and say, I'm not coming. I'm not even going to any other room. One boy was telling me. And I'm not even going outside my room now to talk to any gossip with anybody. I'm just in my room all day. And I have to save my career. And if I just be busy with these people, they destroy everything. The same way, we have to also understand that if I mingle too intimately with the karmis which are only interested in sense gratification and other things, they will destroy me also. If they are destroying themselves, they destroy me also in their sanghas. So a person should become careful and become serious. And we can see, society is lost. What example we have? Previously we had an example of Parikshit Maharaj, and whole kingdom can watch. He's peaceful hearing Bhagavatam. An example of Yudhishthira Maharaj, at the first opportunity, he left the throne in the hand of Parikshit Maharaj and walked out. An example of Bharat Maharaj, who was an example. So this is the example whole country is watching. So it gives us such a nice serious principle. Like now, Shukdev Goswami will say, if there is a big turban on the head and it doesn't bow down to the Lord, the turban is rather dangerous. And Prabhupada says, yes, when you are drowning, if in the head there is a big crown, you rather drown faster. So the people who are actually leaders of society, and if they are not serious in Krishna consciousness, it's a very bad example for the society. It's a very bad example, and that's what is happening today. Andha yadhande. That's what we are seeing. The leaders, we see both the top party don't want to leave. Don't want to leave the throne, the power, either directly or indirectly. They are not interested to leave. And at least tell no, I'm retiring. Prabhupada says, one time, famous statement. All the politicians above 50 years of age should immediately retire. Prabhupada says. Why? Because youngsters are not so crooked. They will not do what they are doing. The way they are destroying, they will not do it. At least they have some risk, some good wishes are there. As old, they become crooked. Isn't a Buddha Sadhya not in even teachers sometimes. They will work some private colleges, what happened, they tell me the story. They work because there is no retirement age, They work, they retire from big colleges, they work. And the whole body is torturing them. They torture the students. Because actually torturing is they are mad already, they make others also mad. Students, the people who are working assistants, they should retire at a particular time. Because so much exertion is there after a particular age in working. Who is telling you to do that? Who is asking? There is no need also. Enough is there for them to live. No, one more. That example was that story of a person who was in India. I think I told this story. He was in India and his father could only afford a single bedroom house. So he felt sad. He left India, took a job in America. And then he went to America. His father was left without any practical, support. And he got married also in America. And then he used to come very rarely to India, but his children are not interested at all to come to India. Anybody recently met somebody, sister, and she was in America. So her daughter, we met when we went to Bangalore. She said, I don't want to be in India. Like they get used to that kind of thing. So children are not interested. And his father is becoming old and about to die. And if there is another anxiety, they could not do anything. Finally, he came few times, but his job is there in America. How many times he comes? Finally, his father died. And he had to make an emergency call to relatives to take care of him at the time of death. And then finally, he felt, after his father died, he felt so sad. He left his job, came back to India. And, and with that, took some house and been staying. And his gone. Wife has children are left. So it's a real story actually. Put down in the net and saying, all that for one extra room in my apartment. I spoiled my life, my father's life, everything. And now I'm living and I'm telling my relatives to take care of me when I'm going to die because the children are not with me. So this is called karma kantiya vichara. How we get lost. Basic, something minimum to keep my life together should be sufficient. Let me just focus myself. My energy should not be lost. Who is asking? Sometimes people say they are working 18 hours. Who is asking to do what? Nobody is asking. Krishna is not asking. Acharya is not asking. We ourselves create for ourselves ugar karma and then we say no time for spiritual. Nobody is asking. Who is asking us to work? And sometimes devotees also be. If somebody is working every day or till 2 o'clock in the night, who is asking you to do it? Nobody is. We have to sober down our spiritual life also so that sadhana goes on properly and our spiritual advancement is not curtailed. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.